All right, so y'all, this Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, episode 3. I'm gonna talk about it later today on All About the Tea, but David and I wanted to come on and make a comment or a statement about Monique Samuels and Chris Samuels' departure from the show. And I couldn't be more proud. I mean, there are lines that you shouldn't cross, and they were crossed, and then people acted like things didn't happen. Like, you can't operate in a world of make-believe. And reality TV, in my view, in my experience of it, is not fake. It's not staged, but it's improv, is what I've said.
It's scripted reality in that they set up scenes, they set up scenarios and see how it plays out. But those scenarios are not necessarily something that would happen organically.
And certain people know about the scenes. Like, I always equate Giselle to the dentist on the show that I was on. Like, there are certain people who are told to do certain things and they do it. And that's why they're protected, because they make sure that the magic of the improv happens. And then the people that it's happening to are not told. So you're just thrown in.
What did they say when you agreed to do the Married to Medicine show? They said if you're in on what's going on, then no.
If you're in on it, it's not about you.
They said if you're not aware of what's going on, it's about you.
It's about you. And actually, who told me that was the dentist, not the producers. So, she was like, if you didn't get beats, if you didn't get notes, if you didn't get a text, then it's about you, boo. I'll give her that. Actually, she gave me a lot more advice than most of them. But she's evil as hell. But she was probably also working.
But when you agreed to do this show, I thought it was just going to be a couple episodes, come on as a friend here and there. But no, you were on just about every episode. For all intents and purposes, you were main cast.
So David has been very upset, understandably, because when I agreed to be a friend. A lot of people don't get the understand or the distinction between a friend and main cast. I was not main cast. I did not agree to be main cast. I was not asked to be main cast. I was told that I was going to be a friend. And even the dentist said that on her live, when she would lie about me all the time. But she did say she was on with Funky Dineva someone at one time. Someone sent it to me and he was like, well, then did she do her job? She was a friend. And she was like, yeah, they told her, she said to me that they told her she was a friend. And she thought she was putting me down, but no, I agreed to be a friend because a bit is busy. And so I thought I was going to be like other friends on that show. I didn't think I was going to be like Marlo, who was on every episode. And in my opinion, is main cast and should be giving her peach. And so my husband wasn't happy because my schedule was totally disrupted.
And thus mine was disrupted at times too.
Correct. And I had just said I was going to make a few appearances at some parties, honey, just like the rest of them friends. And so, it was unfair. And so we can understand what not having your child's DNA question, but we can understand the pressures of being on a reality television show, being set up, because I have my theories about why she's set up. I think that these shows wouldn't have credibility as showing the affluent life if you didn't have people who are actually affluent on the shows. Well, guess what? It's incredibly difficult to get real affluent people to agree to this tomfoolery because one, the money ain't worth it. It's too much time. We're usually concerned about our reputation and how we're depicted. And when you start to lose the real affluent people, meaning the people who actually had this aspirational life before the Bravo chicks, then you're going to lose the appeal, I think. Because if you just have a whole bunch of people who are nouveau riche from Bravo chicks on the show, it ain't gonna work. And so Monique's departure, to me, signals the downfall of Bravo. Quite honestly, it does. Because you need people like that on these shows. And the reason that these other bras, in my opinion, gang up against people that are truly affluent is because they're jealous. And because Monique doesn't have to step and fetch. Monique doesn't have to say yes or massa and how high should I jump when massa says jump, like the rest of them, because they've signed their lives over to the devil for a check. And I ain't judging them, it's their job. But my point is, they are angry with the ones that don't have to do it. And that's exactly what happened to my black ass and his white ass.
Yeah, I mean, I think you became the main focus of many things on that season. And when you became upset about bringing things up that have been very painful for us in the past, and you cry about it and you show some emotion, then they question your mental health. And it was ridiculous.
Which, so, there was a public autopsy done on my uterus on national television. And wounds were open that were extremely painful for us, not just me. And then the dentist and all of them went around shaming me for crying about the deaths of babies. Not because I got in a fight with somebody and started something and was upset. That never happened. Or that somebody said my house manager was going to cheat with my husband. I didn't cry about that. I was like, bitch, please, I got this shit on lock. Or that I'm fat. I laughed about that and then put on a skimpy bathing suit to show that I was totally unbothered. I was the fun girl trying to bring people together. But when you can't find, I never filed bankruptcy. Like, they were trying to find everything they could to bring my black ass down. And when they couldn't find anything, they had to go as low as attacking my uterus, attacking the fact that we have fertility challenges for a check, for entertainment purposes. And I equate it to, you ain't got no dirt on Monique, no real dirt. No, nothing that nobody gonna damn care about. So let's make some shit up. Let's try to break up this happy black family. Let's question her child's DNA for entertainment purposes. And then have the network pretend the shit didn't happen. The fact that they showed Chris's live, where he had a moment where he was upset about people questioning his child's paternity and stressing his wife the hell out for some chump change. And he said he wished that he were a woman so he could handle some of y'all broads. They showed that. But you don't want to show Candy ass going on live saying, in fact, there was a plot to set them up. And yes, Candace said the shit ain't gonna work because the baby looked just like Chris. But the fact is, she said it on her live. The video is around, but Bravo elected not to show it. And so then you're not being equitable. Like, there's no way for you to survive.
It's a tough situation.
And it's not conducive to good mental health.
Nope, not at all.
And when you don't need the little bullshit check, when you thought that, and Monique is like, we wanted to go on the show as a friend. I did, because I didn't have the time to be full cast, and then I had to make it to show that interracial couples do exist, where there's mutual love and respect for each other. There is a white man who actually is white. I'm not being racist. I'm just being 100% real. He is himself. He doesn't change. And I am my motherfucking authentically black self and have not changed for 20 years and am not going to. And I'm myself around his family, my family, the world. He is the same. And we're happy and we're in love. And sometimes he get on my fucking nerves. Sometimes I get on his damn nerves, but that's marriage. And we wanted to show the reality. not these fakery. And I think that Monique and Chris agreed to do the same because they wanted to depict an affluent family that wasn't he was a pro athlete who isn't broke. See, that's the narrative that the media wants to always put out there, who was smart and savvy with his money because his wife helped him. And they do have a happy family with beautiful children. But they don't want to show that. They want the mess. And so we commend Monique and Chris for saying, F y'all, we out, right? We don't need this. And, you know, Dave always, he has been not happy about the fact that people say, oh, you got fired.
No, that is not the case at all.
Y'all have no idea. First of all, I was a friend. So friends can't get fired because we're not hired. I'm not a main cast. Okay. So let me explain Bravo 101 to y'all real quick. I was a friend who was in 15 episodes and all 3 episodes of the reunion because this little light of mine shined. Okay. I was a friend, so a bitch couldn't be fired. Okay. But I'm going to tell you something. After the reunion, the day after the reunion, I called my attorney and I said, send them a letter and tell them an email and tell them I am not interested in returning as a secondary cast member of that show. I'm out. I'm not coming back because if they would murder my black ass the way they did as a friend of the show, imagine what they would do to me if I agreed to be main cast. So we then got emails back and I had to spend lots of attorney fees saying, no, honey, that ain't how it worked. We had a right to bring you back if we want to. And we can exhaust every effort, every effort to our offers. They said they had like until I think
it's like 6 months.
6 months to send me offers. Does that sound like somebody that was fired? And I said, no. So anyway, we commend Monique and Chris.
Yep.
Great mental health, great for your family, great for the culture. F y'all, all money ain't good money. We don't need it. And soon and very soon, there's going to be the renaissance or the resurgence of shows that show actual healthy, happy families with organic things that happen. Because if we can do it for the white folk, think about all the white shows where they just have a normal family dynamic and organically. I mean, they got Kim Zolciak Bierman with that boring ass show, Can't Be Tardy for the Party. Ain't nobody, it ain't the world, ain't nobody threatening folk lives. And I mean, like real talk, Bravo ain't gonna be happy till somebody damn get murdered. Like it's too much. Black folk can have a happy feel good show also. So can interracial couples. Stay tuned, it's coming. Anyway, we appreciate y'all for listening to our side of things. Yep. Dr. Purselle has to get ready for work. But Chris and Monique, we stand with y'all. We appreciate y'all. We understand you. And we salute you for choosing your family over fame.
Absolutely.
Switches y'all.